What if the world's most enigmatic queen, whispered to be half human and half jinn, held the key to a divine romance that reshaped empires and proved that even the mightiest rulers bow to a higher power? Prepare to unravel the captivating mystery of Queen Bilqis, a figure straight from the pages of the Quran, whose legendary encounter with Prophet Sulaiman, peace be upon him, blends intrigue, miracles, and timeless wisdom in a tale that still captivates hearts today. In the annals of history, few figures spark as much fascination as Bilqis, the illustrious queen immortalized in the Holy Quran. She wasn't just any ruler. She was the sovereign of a vast and prosperous kingdom that sprawled from the sun-drenched sands of South Arabia to the lush, distant coasts of Africa, a domain of unparalleled wealth, advanced craftsmanship, and strategic might. But her story takes an even more extraordinary turn. She became the wife of Prophet Sulaiman, A.S., the wise king endowed with unparalleled gifts from Allah, including dominion over winds, animals, and even the jinn. Yet, beneath her regal facade lie unbelievable secrets that have puzzled scholars and storytellers for centuries. Whispers from ancient lore suggest she was no ordinary woman. Some claim she was half human, half jinn, a being of ethereal beauty fused with supernatural essence. Imagine that. Could the prophet who commanded legions of jinn, forcing them to construct monumental wonders and obey his every decree, truly unite in marriage with one of their kind? What do authentic Islamic narratives reveal about this enigma? And how does it challenge our understanding of faith, power, and destiny? But hold on. This epic didn't ignite with a queen's throne or a prophet's command. It sparked from the unlikeliest source. A tiny, perceptive bird named Hudhud, whose keen eyes and swift wings carried news that would shatter illusions, convert a nation, and etch an indelible mark on history. This humble bird, gifted with the ability to comprehend human tongues and traverse vast distances, became the catalyst for a queen's transformation. From a sun worshipper ensnared by deception to a devoted Muslim whose legacy inspires millions. It's a story that not only changed the course of her kingdom, but also serves as a profound reminder of Allah's subtle guidance in our lives. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel right now so you never miss out on more mesmerizing videos like this, packed with Quranic insights and spiritual gems. If you're ready to embark on this thrilling journey, let's begin. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. We relate to you, O Muhammad, the best of stories in what we have revealed to you of this Quran, although you were before it among the unaware. Surah, Yusuf 12-3. Envision a scene of unparalleled grandeur. Soldiers stand at attention under a vast azure sky, their ranks swelling with anticipation for the inspection by their revered leader, Prophet Sulaiman, A.S. This was no ordinary military assembly. It was a spectacle of divine orchestration, one of the most extraordinary armies ever chronicled in human history. Picture it, a force that seamlessly blended the realms of the seen and unseen, comprising not just valiant humans but ethereal jinn, soaring birds, and formidable beasts. Even the winds themselves bowed to Sulaiman's will, whisking him across lands like an invisible chariot, defying the laws of nature with effortless grace. The human contingent was a sight to behold. Foot soldiers clad in gleaming armor, their shields reflecting the sun's rays, marched alongside mounted warriors on majestic steeds, their hooves thundering like distant storms. But the true terror lay in the invisible. The jinn warriors, spectral and elusive, hidden from mortal eyes yet capable of unleashing chaos on any adversary. What made this army utterly formidable was its deceptive nature. Enemies would face only a fraction of its power visibly, while unseen forces struck from the shadows, turning battles into routs before they even began. Adding to this mosaic of might were the animals and birds, each with their designated roles. Lions, kings of the beasts, led the animal divisions with regal roars that echoed authority, followed closely by tigers, whose stealthy prowess made them ideal for ambushes. The avian forces were no less impressive. Hawks and falcons dominated. The skies, their sharp eyes scouting horizons and talons, ready to dive like arrows from heaven. At the pinnacle of intelligence operations stood the Hudhud, the hoopoe bird, entrusted with the critical task of reconnaissance. This unassuming creature's role was pivotal, flying vast distances to infiltrate enemy territories, observing strategies, troop movements, and secrets, then returning with reports that could sway the fate of nations. The Hudhud's sensitivity to detail and unwavering loyalty made it indispensable, a feathered spy whose insights were as sharp as any blade. On this fateful day, as the army mustered in perfect formation, a ripple of unease spread through the ranks. Animals exchanged furtive glances, birds twittered nervously, the Hudhud was absent. Whispers grew. The commander approaches, he'll spot the gap immediately. Tension mounted like a gathering storm. When Prophet Sulaiman finally arrived, his presence commanding instant silence, his keen gaze swept over the assembly. The absence was glaring. The Hudhud, his prized scout, was nowhere to be found. Unbeknownst to all, the Hudhud was deep in foreign territory, drawn by an intuitive pull toward monumental discovery in the kingdom of Saba. After an exhausting flight across endless vistas, he perched atop a lofty tree overlooking the bustling city. From this vantage, he surveyed the labyrinth of roads, opulent houses, towering palaces, and fortified gates, sensing an undercurrent of peculiarity. Crowds converged, adorned in finery, heading toward what appeared to be a grand ritual. Curiosity piqued, he approached a local hoopoe. "O graceful kin, enlighten me. What unfolds in this enigmatic land?" The response was staggering. "The people assemble to honor their queen. Soon they will prostrate before the sun in worship." The Hudhud's feathers bristled. This was heresy, a blatant defiance of the Creator. He watched intently as guards formed ranks, commanders barked orders, and finally, Queen Bilqis emerged on her resplendent throne. With graceful poise, she descended, raised her arms skyward, and bowed to the radiant sun, her subjects mirroring the act in a wave of synchronized devotion. Heart-pounding, the bird knew this intelligence was gold. Sulaiman would not tolerate such idolatry. Without delay, he launched into the skies, enduring days of grueling flight back to the army's encampment. Upon return, a flock of irate birds encircled him. A plucky sparrow squawked first. "Where were you?" The prophet inquired. "Prepare for consequences." Quaking yet resolute, the Hudhud darted to Sulaiman's tent, alighting humbly during the prophet's meal. With bowed head, avoiding direct gaze out of shame, he mustered courage. "O exalted master, I bear tidings of a distant people unknown to you. A woman reigns over Saba from a throne of splendor, possessing all worldly desires, yet she and her folk prostrate to the sun, forsaking Allah. Shaitan has adorned their deeds, blinding them to truth." These words struck like thunder, revealing the Hudhud's absence as a noble quest. Sulaiman, ever just, responded, "We shall verify this. I'll draft a missive, deliver it, and observe." The letter proclaimed, "In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. Exalt not yourselves against me, come in submission." Back in Saba, the Hudhud infiltrated the palace, dropping the letter onto the sleeping queen's bed before concealing himself. Bilqis awoke startled, scanning for intruders. None. Guards denied entry, panic ensued. Reading the demand, fury ignited. "Who breaches my sanctuary?" Convening her council, she shared, "Sulaiman bids submission." Hawks cried war. "We're mighty! Resist!" A sage urged caution. His method of delivery speaks volumes of power. Bilqis opted for diplomacy. Send opulent gifts. Test his resolve. The Hudhud, eavesdropping, relayed everything. Gifts of gold and jewels, a tray with jeweled wolves, were crafted with fervor. But Sulaiman, informed, spurned them. Allah's bounty eclipses yours. Return, or face humiliation. Messengers, awed by his hybrid army, retreated defeated. Bilqis, undeterred, journeyed personally with grander tributes. Sulaiman, anticipating, summoned, "Fetch her throne." A scholar with divine knowledge materialized it instantly, redesigning to purge sun motifs. He commissioned a glass palace over water, floors transparent like a pool, a test for jinn rumors. As Bilqis neared, marvels unfolded. Winds bore troops, beasts aligned. Entering, she hiked her skirts over water, exposing human legs, myths debunked. Shown her throne, she marveled. Sulaiman expounded Tawheed. Bow not to creation. Serve the Creator. Her heart stirred. Advisors' sun rights were rebuffed. Embracing Islam, she led Saba to faith, all from a bird's whisper. This Quranic marvel from Surah An-Naml extols knowledge as Allah's gift, scholars' honor, and gratitude's essence. If enthralled, like, comment, subscribe. Your support spreads. These treasures on Heart of Guidance. May Allah safeguard you until next time.